Well, for many women, it is an ugly ordeal they confront just about every time they leave the house. Street harassment, which can be anything from sexually suggestive come-ons to getting groped on the subway.
Well, now it's payback time. A way for women to get back at those whistling wolves who make your skin crawl. Thousands of women are using their cell phones to get the satisfaction of getting even. That's the subject of tonight's Fact Finders Report. And here's Peter Thorne. Peter.
Jim and Cuddy, what to some might sound like a harmless compliment when shouted at a stranger on the street can trigger true fear. The website you're about to see is exposing street harassment and offering a way for women to do something about it.
Girl, I can't notice but to notice you, noticing me.
There's a war going on the streets of New York, and you're looking at the battlefield. In this war of the sexes, women are the targets, with skirmishes fought every day on almost every street. It's called street harassment. Just about any woman will tell you street harassment can start with creepy catcalling, hisses, hoots, and threatening lurid looks, then easily escalate to aggressive groping and fearful screams.
Honestly, I think the underlying issue is he's trying to get power over you. It's sexually based. I don't think any man on the street would just genuinely, honestly compliment me on my looks without wanting something in return.
I have no idea whether this person is going to take it one step further and try to advance upon me, follow me, whether the harassment will escalate and become something that is putting me in physical danger.
I think women think that this is maybe just a price that you have to pay, being a woman living in New York City.
Now one side is escalating how they fight back, bringing a new weapon into the battle against street harassment, empowered by this increasingly popular website, which offers new options for women tired of being the targets of the kind of behavior on the street that would get you fired if it happened in the office.
If you want to appreciate the beauty of a woman, there's a lot better ways than telling them that they have a nice ass or that they have great tits, or maybe that you just like to, on the sidewalk.
Professor Kimberly Fairchild has studied the issue extensively.
In some cases, it might be for camaraderie with other men. It might be to get a woman's attention. It might be more malicious, but I think most of it tends to be more playful, more benign, although women don't take it that way.
HollabackNYC.com is a bold effort to make street harassment stop. On this website, Women Victims No More, turning the tables on street harassers in a very public way by taking cell phone or digital camera pictures of whoever they think is harassing them on the street, then posting the pictures online for the whole world to see with all the nasty details of what happened attached in a short blog entry. Women I talked with told me they love the site, how it lets them know they're not alone, especially after suffering through the kind of grimy things that have happened to them on the streets of New York.
The most recent example of verbal street harassment occurred on my way to speak to you, and men were hanging on construction scaffolding and trying to call me over. Hey baby, how are you? You look nice today. Did you pick that outfit out just for me? And it's scary. It was broad daylight.
For women, the streets are rough, but underground can get much worse.
The subway is the most endangering place for a woman. It's the place that I feel the most fear because there's nowhere to go.
Street harassment has been the hot topic of two documentaries, both set in New York. 1998's War Zone.
Excuse me, I did not harass her. I said, good morning, young lady. Have a nice day. That's harassment? Was it necessary to say it to harass?
War Zone inspired the much more recent Hey Shorty.
A dude could be hollering at the corner, get to the middle of the block, next to him is like, yo, what's up? It's ridiculous.
Latasha Belton was heavily involved in putting the documentary together.
The number of men that were interviewed believe that street harassment is a way for them to get to know women, and they believe that women like it and enjoy it, but we do not.
Holla back, youngin'. Holla back.
And now, with this website, women have a powerful way to holla back and finally be heard.
Holla back.
And we're told Holla Back gets about 1,500 hits a day and has branches popping up online in cities all around the country. So clearly they have touched a nerve. And in case you're wondering, no, they don't think men can be street harassed by women. I asked. It doesn't work in reverse, they say. Now, if there's a story you want us to look into in depth, just let us know at our website, cw11.com/factfinder. So clearly a real issue and a new way to approach it.
Absolutely.
Reminds me of the story we had last week about the young man out on Long Island, the teenager who felt he'd been getting bullied.
Exactly.
Yes.
He started taking pictures of the bullies and having other pictures.
Very
Really, what it is,
similar.
you're calling
Right.
you're calling these people out. You're making them take responsibility for their crude behavior.
And the web gives you a truly global platform to strike back if you want. But they say it's not entirely about retaliation or revenge, but more